What's up, guys? It's your girl Brianna, and I'm back with my third video. And I got the leftover seafood from yesterday. I actually had a whole lobster left, so it's rice and the lobster tail, and then I got this bomb. Show it a little light. This bomb salad. And yeah, time to get eating. I'm hungry. I just got out of work like an hour ago. Mm-mm-mm. I got to work an hour ago. And usually Mondays, I feel like nobody wants to go to work on a Monday. It's like a drag. Especially if you have a lot to do over the weekend. You don't really get time to rest. And then by the time you rest, it's already Monday. But it really wasn't that bad. I don't think I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I know I'm not gonna eat this whole thing, but so so I had asked my friends. I sent them a group message. Definitely a piece of the show. Sent them a message, just asking them for topics to talk about. And one of my friends asked me what made me start baking, which I thought was pretty cool. Hold up. Before I start. I had the heating tray yesterday, but all this stuff is technically all warmed up, so we'll just start it. I had clams, I had shrimp, and I had the fried clam strips. I have asparagus too. Okay. How? Until I start baking. So I started baking right out of high school, which some people, I guess, will say I started while I was in school, but I wasn't making money off of that. It would be like Christmas time. I would make huge cookies, and at this point, I wasn't doing them homemade. I would just go to Pillsbury, and I would cut like a big piece of dough, a huge piece of dough, and them cookies used to be like this big, and I'll pass them out on Christmas, and that used to just be my gift. It was like to me, it was like an easy gift, and everybody was just like so wild by it. But when I actually started baking, when I started baking and making money, it wasn't until after I graduated high school. After I graduated high school, and I probably started 2013, and that was right after. That was right after me and my first actual serious boyfriend broke up, and I was like, at the time, I was low-key devastated. I was hurt. And when I signed up for college, I didn't really know what I was going to college for, actually. I didn't know what I was going to college for. I just knew that my mama expected me to try. So she actually told me. She actually is the one who told me to try cooking. So I did the culinary program. I did the pastry program. And then I actually left after that first year. I left after that first year and really started doing my own thing. My kids in Waterbury had a cake decorating class, and I was eager to sign up for it because you had like this kit. So in order to get the kit, obviously you had to sign up for the class. So I signed up for the class. I do the first class. And the next day, I kid you not, the teacher was like, she had a family emergency and that she would let us know whenever the class would be starting back up. Instead of waiting on her, I just went online, watched videos on YouTube on how to hold a piping bag, how to put frosting in the piping bag, learn different tips and stuff like that. Because I had the kit, I just needed to like more direction. I didn't really want to wait for her. I think it was like about a month. What ended up happening was I never even went back to the class because at that point I had started selling and making money. So I started selling stuff and making money. It wasn't until probably like 2 years in, that's when I really started being on Instagram and posting my stuff. And that's when I really started posting food. So most people, if you like grew up with me, you would know like I was always cooking. But at the time, for me, I'm like, this is going good for me right now, this baking stuff, so I'm just gonna get in where I fit in, and the other stuff will come after. After I had my son, still working at the job I'm working now, my boss at the time needed meal prep. So I went from baking to cooking for people's parties to meal prep to now doing a little bit of everything. So 9 times out of 10, mm-mm-mm. 9 times out of 10, what you're asking me to do, I've done it before. Maybe people who I've worked with them for their baby shower, the kid's first birthday party, and now. So It's really kind of cool. And it's random. It's so cool to be able to like do that whole process, and then being able to do all their events, and then they always recommend you when other people have, events and stuff. So, and they always be like, girl, she did my baby shower, my son's first birthday, or my daughter's first birthday party. She's still doing them. So baking is something that I've always done. Cooking is something that I do from time to time. I cook to entertain. So when I cook something really dope, I want to be like, I want to post it. But 9 times out of 10, whatever I bake, whatever I cook, I get asked the same thing as if for sale. So after a while, people would come up to me like, do you sell this stuff or are you just showing off? And I'm like, it's kind of a little bit of both. On a right day, if I make an abundance of food, definitely it's up for sale. And if I make a lot of desserts, definitely up for sale. But I definitely would say I really started taking baking seriously. And definitely out of high school. And from there, I just wanted to expand because when I first started baking, I was only doing cupcakes. And in 2013, I was Brianna's Little Cakes. And I only did cupcakes, but the cupcakes were so crazy. Like, I think the first one I did, the first 3 I did was cookies and cream, a Nutter Butter one, and Twix. And I definitely would say those were my first 3 because I definitely did not have any piping bags at the time. So it was like a butter knife situation with the frosting and stuff, and I was just like gagging. Like, this is really what I did. And I posted it. That's what kind of brought me like, wow, you was bold. That's bold. You taking that daggone butter knife. But what I did was, I took the frosting, I crushed up the Oreos and other butters, and I whipped it into the frosting, and then I smeared it up there. Going on. They tasted good. I just kind of learned quickly that people like the creativity. Now the creativity has to match the product. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make your food look good, or make your desserts look good so people want to buy it. And sometimes people think just because something tastes good, you get a pass on it looking like shit. You can't do that. It has to be like a total package. When I cook, when I bake, that's something that I pride myself on. Is it looking great? Is it like, does it look like somebody was gonna buy it or wants to buy it? I definitely think that's a tip that people should take. One, when you're beginning to do anything, you're not gonna be perfect at it. There's certain things that I learned as I went along that once I learned it, it was just like, oh, that's what you do. Like, for example, with frosting. I heard a lot of truth with frosting. If it's not cold enough and you're trying to do a certain type of piping, the frosting, if it's not cold enough, it's not going to, the tip is not going to be like pronounced. I feel like that's the only way I could explain it. It's not going to be like detailed. It's going to be like semi wet looking or semi kind of like drippy, where you gotta hurry up, do it, and put it in the refrigerator. And then even when it does stiffen up, it's gonna look like crap. It's gonna look like you did not wait for your frosting to like stiffen up a little bit. It can't be rock hard either. That's, you gotta get it right in the middle. It has to just be firm enough where when you're using different tips, it looks like the tip. Which I learned that. I learned that fast. I learned that fast because I think one day I was like, oh my god, I left it in too long. And my mom was like, no, it's supposed to be like stiff. And then I did it, and I was like, holy crap, like, my cupcakes went from a 7 to a solid 9. And from there, I wanted to test the waters on doing brownies and doing cupcakes, doing cake pops and doing Rice Krispie treats and doing cookies and all that good stuff. And doing all that. And I went from Brianna's little cakes to Most Valuable Pastries. Because now, like, girl, you got a slew full of stuff. And then looking on Pinterest. Pinterest is something that I'm really big on. I'm really big on Pinterest. Like, even when I do meal prep, they tell me what they like to eat. They tell me what they want to eat with the diet. And I kind of go on Pinterest and look for recipes that kind of have the same kind of thing, and I kind of piece the recipes together. But they also have really dope ideas for desserts, cakes, cupcakes. Like, it's just like a catalog filled with ideas. So that really makes a difference, and that really is how I kind of get my juices and my ideas flowing. Because stop being greedy. Because you're able to take just like a simple idea that somebody got and elevate it, just to make it more your own. So that's when I started doing like the stuffed donuts, where I would like cut the donut in half, have all different kind of fillings. That was really dope. I did I have cups. We have cups like I have Carvel, our Dairy Queen, like they have like the cup ice creams. So those cups, they sell them at, well, I don't say Carvel obviously, but they have different pictures. They have different pictures, and shoot, they have different pictures, just like to go with the theme, or like summer, fall, winter, whatever. And I took those cups, I put ice cream, And I would top it with like vanilla cake and sprinkles. I would do brownies. I would do even still doing the trifles like the banana pudding, the strawberry shortcake, um, Death by Chocolate. That was really big. So I went through phases of just trying different things out, and the stuff that stuck the most is the stuff that like I'll do constantly throughout the week. But cookies, it's just that I always have to have dough on hand every time. I'll make like loaves like this big, 4 or 5 of them, and it probably lasts that week. So it's just like intense to have to keep doing it. So those are like when I have like enough time and I can make enough dough. The stuffed donuts, that was definitely a good trend, and I would definitely bring that back. I would definitely bring the mason jars back with like the lemon trifle. Like I said, Death by Chocolate. I do them in like little containers, and I also do them in the mason jars. Um, One of my favorites. I was upset because I didn't have parchment paper today, and I ended up finding some. But at that point, it was almost time for me to go to work, so I didn't have the time. So figure that out. But I love to make outrageous strawberries. I literally take my favorite cereals and I coat them. I made it into like a crunch, so it's not big. Ugh. So it's not big patches. It was telling me my phone's dying. So they're not big patches of cereal, but it looks like just like a crumble. And I love Fruity Pebbles is number one. Cocoa Pebbles is another. Those are two that are like really up there. Um, those are some that are really up there. Um, the Rice Krispie treats, and it's not Rice Krispie treat, the Rice Pop cereal or whatever. It's not that. It's literally Rice Krispie treat cereal. Love it. That's another one of my favorites. So tomorrow, stuff on my personal paper, I'm definitely gonna do have a good amount of strawberries, and I got uh, I had about 18 cupcakes left, so I didn't do bad. I made 52, 54. I made 54 cupcakes, and I got 18 left, so that's not bad. Mm, that's not bad. So I have a couple, especially if somebody like is random was like give me a mixture, like I'll be able to sell that tomorrow. 18 easy plus the strawberries. I'm actually going to do. I'm definitely gonna record that and do a video on that for sure. Mm. All right. I think I don't even know. I'm so tired. But the people that I had to talk to that have YouTube channels up and running and making money, they're like, it's crucial to do it every day. so I'll do it. I am tired though. Yeah, I'm really tired. And I'm just kind of ready to rest. Yeah, I'm just ready to rest this morning. Even when I was at work, I was just like, oh my god, I'm so tired. And as soon as it started raining, I yawned for like the next hour. It was so bad. But yes. So yeah. I definitely started baking straight out of high school. I don't want to sell. But after, if y'all would have known what I went through with that relationship, y'all would see how I needed to get a hobby real quick and get my mind right, because this nigga, like, sorry, this man got me messed up. Where I had to remember who I was real quick. I'm like, wait a second. Like, you know who I am? I had to pick myself back up. And ultimately, had to boss up real quick. So, I think I did. It almost looked like I didn't touch anything. But I'm definitely full. I'm definitely gonna do the videos with the strawberries tomorrow, which you guys definitely should watch. Anything that I do a video of, 9 times out of 10, it's either gonna be in order or something I'm just doing for fun or something I'm doing to sell. So I'll definitely record. All of that. I want to say Thursday. Thursday I'll be doing mac and cheese, rice, chicken tenders. I think I'm gonna do barbecue and buffalo wings. And I'm gonna do Mexican street corn on the cob. And if y'all don't know what that is, then y'all have to check me out on Thursday to see how I do that.